Elijah McNally, a bastion of years gone by, sat in his rust-ridden Cadillac, feeling the oppressive southern heat soak through the remnants of its faded upholstery. The town of Clinton lay sprawled before him, a languid panorama of quaint homesteads, sloping green hills, and the distant hum of the Mississippi River. His hardened gaze, tempered by decades of service and unspeakable personal loss, rested upon a specific point of interest: a ramshackle building bathed in neon light, the notorious Moondance. "What do you make of this, Eli?" drawled Sheriff Hackett over the crackling police radio, his voice coated with a veneer of concern, belying an underlying excitement for the unusual that had invaded their humdrum existence. Elijah's fingers traced the phantom scars on his forearm, a reminder of the tempest that had claimed all but his spirit. His voice, coarse from years of tobacco and regret, responded, "Ain't the Moondance I recall, Hank. This one's shrouded by shadows and mystery." An understated loyalty to his town and an open-mindedness forged in the crucible of personal suffering made him an anomaly in a world where cynicism was the currency. His drive to construct a haven from the tornadoes of chaos was relentless, even if it led him to the uncanny thresholds of establishments like the Moondance. Clinton was alive with whispers, a quiet cacophony that danced around the corners of the nightclub. The townsfolk, a vibrant tapestry of resilience and southern eccentricities, were aflutter with tales of unnatural events, odd figures, and an unsettling sense of unease. "Martha saw strange folk in hooded cloaks last Wednesday," old Mrs. Crenshaw claimed, stirring her tea with trembling hands. "Said they disappeared round the back of the club, like smoke into the night." "Can't say I'd put much stock into rumors, Mrs. Crenshaw," Elijah placated, gently patting her hand. His mind, however, echoed with trepidation, an instinctive dread that seemed to gnaw at the edges of his stoic exterior. He paid a visit to Moondance under the cloak of nightfall. The neon sign buzzed erratically, casting an eerie dance of lights on the cracked pavement. The nightclub stood like a silent sentinel, its windows veiled in darkness, and the raucous laughter and music of yesterday merely ghostly echoes in the wind. Stepping out of his Cadillac, he felt a chill curl around his weathered bones, an arctic breeze that felt out of place in the stifling Mississippi summer. It was a silent herald of the unseen, the unknown, and the incomprehensible. The faint scent of honeysuckle was suddenly overwhelmed by an unplaceable odor, foreign and unsettling, a harbinger of the anomalies lurking within the heart of the nightclub. His skin prickled with an undefined dread, a visceral response to the uncanny. The manifold shadows of Clinton had descended, and Elijah found himself standing at the precipice of the unknowable, staring into the neon-tinged abyss. As he neared the entrance, his hand resting on the brass doorknob, he could not shake the sensation of being watched, scrutinized by eyes unseen. With a deep breath, he pushed open the door, stepping into the yawning maw of the nightclub, as if replying to an invitation into a world much stranger than he'd ever imagined. Inside, a chilling silence greeted him, and the club's phantasmal depths beckoned him further. Moondance was a haunting entity, once pulsing with energy, now steeped in an ethereal quiet. Its rooms yawned like spectral mouths, spilling forth tendrils of age and secrets. The echoes of mirth and music were replaced by a chilling silence that seemed to whisper untold tales into Elijah's receptive ears. Guided by the faint light of his flashlight, he navigated the labyrinthine halls of the nightclub, his footfalls echoing against the distressed floorboards. The air hung heavy with the scent of mildew and something else, a fragrance not of this earth that teased at the edge of his senses, evoking a primal dread. The nightclub seemed an unlikely nexus of the uncanny, yet every shadow hinted at a truth far stranger. He traced the worn and weathered bar with his fingertips, the cold touch of abandoned glassware bringing an added layer of reality to the otherworldly situation. "Moondance ain't the same no more, Eli," the barkeep, a mountain of a man named Jeb, confessed during their afternoon chat. "There's something in there, something that chills your bones and tickles the back of your neck." In the forgotten corners of the club, he discovered a set of symbols etched into the woodwork. They were of a language he did not know, their strange curves and lines whispering of a knowledge that perhaps no human was meant to comprehend. His fingertips traced the alien glyphs, the chill of the etchings seeping into his skin. Even as he felt a gnawing sense of trepidation, his spirit kindled with determination. He was a protector, a guardian of his town, and he would face the unknown head-on. For the sake of the sleepy town he called home, for the quaint homesteads, and for every individual whose life was intertwined with his, he was prepared to venture into the heart of the mystery. He remembered the fierce winds of the tornado, the terrifying dance of destruction that forever scarred his life. He recalled how he rose from the ashes, pledging to protect those who remained. The echoes of that ether, that moment when he stared into the face of chaos and survived, steeled his resolve. Each step further into the club led him closer to a shifting reality, to a world beyond his understanding, yet not beyond his acceptance. His past traumas hadn't broken him. They had forged him into a beacon of resilience and open-mindedness, capable of standing tall in the face of the unfathomable. He was descending into the bowels of Moondance, each step an affirmation of his selfless drive to protect, to serve, and to confront the dread and the unknown. He stood at the precipice of a reality far removed from the mundanity of Clinton, unknowingly about to encounter the rifts unseen. In the belly of the Moondance, the air was thick with otherworldliness. A chill crept along the dingy walls, seeping from the unseen crevices, painting the room with an ambiance not of this world. The heavy silence was disturbed only by the faint hum of what could only be described as cosmic energy. The glow of Elijah's flashlight bounced off the time-ravaged bricks, casting looming shadows that danced with an eerie, unplaceable rhythm. The neon light from above could not reach this place. Here, only shadows and secrets held sway. As he ventured deeper, his steps echoing in the suffocating silence, his light beam caught the sheen of an alien structure. An intricate pattern of bizarre symbols surrounded it, etched with deliberate care and precision into the cement floor. It was a tear in the fabric of reality, a rift that seemed to distort the very air around it, pulsating with an otherworldly energy that sent shivers down his spine. Peering into the portal, he felt his stomach lurch. He was staring into the abyss of alien realms, at swirling galaxies and nebulous clouds, cosmic monstrosities and celestial horrors. The icy winds of unknown worlds brushed against his face, making his eyes water and his heart pound in the hollow of his chest. A faint whisper of fear gnawed at his gut, a fear far more profound than he had ever experienced. His mind recoiled, teetered on the edge of sanity as he tried to grapple with the immensity of what lay before him. Yet there was a strange, unsettling beauty to it, a sight as awe-inspiring as it was terrifying. "Saw 'em coming and going through there, Eli." Jeb's voice rang in his mind, his earlier conversation with the barkeep taking on a terrifying reality. "Ain't natural, I tell ya. Those cloaked folk, they ain't like us." His own memories of the tornado that had stolen away his world seemed insignificant compared to this cosmic tempest. The gale-force winds and devastating chaos of his past were but a gentle zephyr when compared to the unknowable realities existing beyond this portal. Yet it was the same spirit of resilience and the relentless desire to protect his world that buoyed him against the tides of fear. He was a beacon amidst the cosmic chaos, a solitary human standing in defiance of forces that could erase his existence in a heartbeat. A desperate sense of duty and a trace of indomitable courage led him forward. This was not just about the sleepy town of Clinton or the lives woven into his. It was about humanity, about its place in the grand cosmic ballet. He steeled himself, his resolve echoing in the cavernous room. He was the only line of defense against the cosmic horrors lurking beyond the rift. His destiny was becoming clear. He was meant to dance with the unfathomable. The final stage had been set in the hidden depths of Moondance, an insidious dance macabre waiting to unfold. Elijah, the ever-vigilant sentinel of Clinton, stood alone against the cosmic void that yawned before him, his heart pounding a rhythm that was lost in the swirling cacophony of the rift. His flashlight illuminated the eerie spectacle before him, throwing his grizzled shadow onto the crumbling bricks. The portal, a vortex of celestial colors and nebulous forms, pulsed with an ancient, primal rhythm, a cosmic heartbeat that echoed through the eons. A sudden gust of ethereal wind whipped around him, carrying with it echoes of alien worlds. The scent of honeysuckle was completely drowned by the alien odors, a harsh reminder of the foreignness of the realm that lay beyond. "Clinton," he whispered, his voice barely audible over the humming of the rift. He was not a man of many words, but in that moment, he felt an overwhelming connection to his town, his people, and his purpose. "This is for you." The swirling maelstrom called to him, a siren song in the silent depths of Moondance. The portal was a yawning abyss, promising oblivion and enlightenment in equal measures. He felt the pull, the cosmic tugging at the strings of his mortality, yet he remained rooted, anchored by his duty and his unwavering resolve. His life, punctuated by service and loss, played out before his eyes. The warm smiles of the people he served, the heartbreaking desolation of the tornado, the scars of survival, and the determination to make a better world. His life had been a symphony of highs and lows, a dance with destiny that was now reaching its crescendo. Embracing the inevitability of his fate, he stepped forward, his heart resounding with a quiet courage. He was the last line of defense, the final waltzer in this macabre ball. The fear that had gnawed at his resolve melted away, replaced by a calm acceptance. As the rift swallowed him, the echoes of his existence reverberated in the quiet corners of the nightclub. He was an unlikely hero, a guardian who made the ultimate sacrifice for his town, for his world. Elijah McNally had danced his waltz, but the melody of his legacy would continue to resonate in the heart of Clinton, a poignant reminder of the quiet bravery of an extraordinary man. The cosmic horrors claimed their due, but not without resistance. A humble man had stared into the face of the unfathomable and met it with stoic bravery. Even in the face of the unthinkable, humanity had a way of enduring, of leaving its mark. And as the echoes of Elijah's waltz faded, the ethereal silence of Moondance was forever imbued with the whispers of his legacy. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed our content, show your support with a like and subscribe, and stay notified by hitting the bell icon. Expect more cosmic horror from Eldritch Tales Factory, and feel free to explore our other stories. See you in the next video.